Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. It was looking like I had a little bit of technical difficulty with this morning's recording, so let's head in and get back to where I was. I only really just got started before it just decided to lock up. So, here we go. Interesting. Anyway, I hope you all got a lot of good rest and that you've been enjoying the nice no-event week. Full 100 sleep score for me last night. Looks like a little bit more dozing than usual. So I get that dozing type again, I get another shot. I was really happy to see a triple fiery herb Dratini. Fortunately, it didn't turn out super great. 128 million drowsy power. We got a full crew. Lots of grass types, but I see Dratini hanging out there. Got Bayleaf atop belly, Chikorita, Florigato, Meganium, so the entire Chikorita family hanging out. Primeape, Sprigatito, and Venusaur. Very grass type today. Whew. 10,000 Dream Shards just on their own. No new sleep styles, but a lot of big ones. And no one's hungry out of that group. That's sad. I was working on Meganium. And Venusaur. Both of them are in close spaces, but I'm trying to really be Pisky conservative through the rest of this month. At least until next week anyway. So I'm just gonna leave it with just taking home the Dratini. I'm hopeful there'll be a couple of missions to get some extra biscuits next week. And that's where I'm going to call it. It is a cute pose, but I will continue to send out Dratini candy as I see it, because I hardly get the dozing type, so I figure everyone can use a little bit more dragon candy in their day. 17,000 Dream Shards added, which is good, because today I really got to use those candy. I got to use some Dream Shards in candy use, because I've been putting off the use candy task too long this week. And I just completely skipped over checking stats. I was so focused on explaining. Ooh-wee. 9,810 sneaky snacking. Some apples to cook with today, which is good. That'll be good filler. But before I go further, I need to go back and check stats. And yes, 33%. That speed of help down absolutely tanked it, which is a real shame. And we have corn in the middle. So let's take a look. Energy recovery bonus, skill level up, skill trigger, helping speed, and ingredient finder all the way at the end. So thankfully, I can just, now that I've gone through review, that's not what I'm looking for, pick up some more Dratini candy. So with that, I do have a couple of candidates for candy usage. So our good old Quaxley here does look like a good leak candidate, like much better than the other one that I identified, simply for the fact of just having ingredient finding in the nature. So this is a good candidate to dump some candies in. I don't know that, like, obviously things could be better as far as having things like ingredient finder in the sub skills to help out, but having the inventory up is also just real good, so I'm not going to question it too much. So that's certainly one good option for where to put my candy. But you know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to save that for last. We'll come back to that. I'm doing things out of order. And there are 200 sleep points onto the sleep pass. No news, but it has been a while since I've gotten a medal. 300 grass types, and there were quite a lot of them today, so that's not surprising. A medium-sized handy candy. Excellent. And community, how are you doing today? 31 reports, not bad. Thank you for your continued sleep research. Okay. I was able to get the remaining ingredients that I needed to be able to cook the coffee-dressed salad. Didn't visit any Pokestops yesterday, so no extra berries for me. So I did get Beware back on the team to help get some filler. Because this is going to be a nice big old cook. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I think the only ingredient that I could throw Florigato back on the team to help get some more sausage, get some more potatoes, because that's really the only thing that I'm not going to be pulling in the next couple of hours and try to make it twice. But I also will be short just a couple of coffee beans. Ooh. Pardon me. Yeah, I'd have to get just a little bit of everything else. It could be a stretch trying to get that for dinner, but that could also just be a fun end of the day of just trying to make it another time. Ooh, no extra tasty. Well, at least now it is halfway leveled. All right, let's see. Now that I have that done, yeah, I'm short everything. Toxicroak can get the oil, and I could switch out for whatever is most needed at lunchtime. Potatoes, there's quite a lot. Sausage. This could be fun. I'm gonna see if I can do it. So, Toxicroak is probably, oil is probably the closest ingredient to being full, and then the next closest is coffee. So I can probably switch Toxicroak and Vikavolt closer to lunch and try to get the remaining ingredients then. So from there, this is another great time for that specialty flip. All right, it got switched out after it finished getting the potatoes, so it's lower on energy. Ooh. I do have... it's tomatoes. Maybe I don't need no fiery herbs. Let's see. So for potato, could throw Kangaskhan on. Or Quagsire. Oh yeah, and that's got a lot of ingredient finding. Comparatively speaking, Kangaskhan's on a lower frequency. 21 capacity. Both 21 capacity, so I think Quagsire is going to end up pulling in more directly over that period of time. It just is a little bit higher juice, just so I don't have to use an energy pillow. So that takes care of the potatoes. Which is what I need the most of. The oil should be good in just a few hours, and then I can flip that over to get a couple more coffee beans, and then it's the other one is sausage. And I don't have a sausage gatherer that's on the search list. But let's see who I've got. There is in it, that is a Charmeleon that does have ingredient finder S and M right before level 30. I think I've run into this same situation before. Yeah, and then this one is a better overall stat wise and does have sausage in both, but has berry finding S. Oh, I didn't leave. Gotta make sure you toggle that it's unlocked. That makes it a little easier. This is also a good errand, goes a long way. Unfortunately, because this is just completely underleveled, it has the potential for really helping solving 2 of the 3 problems with the coffee dressed salad. But not leveled there yet. Meanwhile, that one, sausage across the board, but just does not have comparatively low carry limit and low frequency, means that it was just going to take a while to get there. Meanwhile, the Charmeleons are at least at a closer frequency. I think well, here's a little bit of useful candy use. Oh, I don't have enough. Ooh-wee. Well, this is why we have... I do have fire-type candy. But that I really would rather use on Entei. Perfect. That's enough for me. I know it's a little overkill, but that's fine. And because it won't be getting a night's sleep, we won't be getting any additional XP, so it will only be focused on getting sausage. So that's at least what I'm going to try. To have a little bit of fun, and then swap out Toxicroak as soon as I get enough oil. Alright. Well, that was a little bit of candy usage, but it's not enough to finish the weekly task. So, circling back to where things started when I got to camp this morning was taking a look at some of the candidates. So obviously, like, there are some ingredient gaps that I've got going on. I've got some good candidates for being able to invest in to help shore up things like leaks, and as well as a healer for Old Gold Power Plant, and in addition, our good old friend Whooper here, which is also a very solid, with a little bit of seed investment, mushroom gatherer. So I eventually would like to get this to Quagsire. So since I've already used a little bit, we've got enough, and it's been a minute, so let's get an evolution in. Cool. So now that's fully evolved. We'll get that frequency down, as well as being able to, once I need to deploy this Quagsire, getting it to 25 is the next little rung to get the Ingredient Finder S unlocked, and then being the use of 2 sub-skill seeds to get that helping speed to M, and Ingredient Finder to M, this should make this a quite useful mushroom gatherer. But also, now that I thought of evolution, should also have checked where are you off? Oh, you just need... I should have held on to some of those candies once I got it over 27 and get this to Charizard, because that would also help get that frequency down a little bit. That would use... I don't know that I want to tap that much into my handy candy reserve. I used enough of it to get it to 25, but I think now I might just need to hold off. If I had the extra candies, I'd also get that evolved. So with that knowledge, there's our candies. Get that second mushroom unlocked. Alright, cool. And now I have those both unlocked, ready to go. I'm not going to deploy those sub-skill seeds just yet. But now at least I know that it's ready. Because even without them, it's still pretty good at pulling that in. Alright. And with that, just double check in. Yep, the mission's now completed. There's still a possibility for me to befriend an additional Pokemon tomorrow to clean up that last mission. We'll see if that happens. I'm not going to be shooting for it, but strange things happen, so we'll see. But that's what I've got for the last bit today. Just want to check real quick before I wrap things up, just to see all right. Poll results are remaining exactly the same. So for those that may not have seen, got a poll going just to see where you all want to see me go for Super Skill Week. Right now, Snowdrop Tundra is taking the lead, pretty commanding lead. So thank you for your participation. I will let that just continue to ride, and we'll see where things are right when I'm ready to make that selection tomorrow. So stay tuned for some fun and exciting changes to see. Got a new event next week. See how things go with Braviary getting introduced and Rufflet. That's what I have for today. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you back tomorrow for some more. But until then, sleep well.